What up, cuties? It's your girl Gavin, aka the Curvy Cutie here, and today, if you can already tell that my breastises are smaller, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button so that I know that you are paying attention, because today I'm talking all about breast reduction, my breast reduction story. So if you are new to the channel, I just got a breast reduction about a week ago, on Monday actually, and I want to share with you all my journey. So I still, if you can't tell, I still got the gauze on. I go get my sutures out tomorrow. So on early Monday morning at about 5 a.m. I woke up. It's 5 a.m. We're gonna leave in a few minutes to head to the surgery center to start my surgery. I just have on a button, like a zip up, so that I don't have to try to pull anything over my head. Some really comfy sweatpants and some slide-on shoes. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm really nervous. Like, I'm really, really nervous. I know it's gonna provide a lifetime of relief, but I'm scared. Never had surgery before, so yeah, fingers crossed. And I went to the surgery center. It wasn't at a hospital, it was at like a surgical center over in Beverly Hills. My mom and my dad both came with me, and we checked in, and then immediately I was whisked away into the pre-op room. Both my parents came, and I changed into my surgical gown and little shoes, and I had to put like a hat on. I had to put like one of those surgery hats on, but my head was too big because of my hair. Trends and fashions, hospital trends. I wore braids because I knew I didn't want to utilize my arms too much over this week as I was relaxing and recovering from surgery. So I put my hair in a little bun and it wouldn't fit, so I had to use two. And they gave me these weird little like surgery panties. They gave me paper panties. Paper panties. This is the last time I'm wearing this bra. Woo! So then I got on the little kind of like relaxation table, and they gave me a blanket because it was really, really cold in there, and I started getting nervous. So my mom asked me to tell her some jokes, and none of us could really think of any. I think all of us were a little nervous. So we looked up some bad dad jokes, and they were really funny and corny. And after, I don't know, maybe about 15-20 minutes, the nurse came in. He was really nice. The male nurse came in, and he said that the doctor was on his way, and the anesthesiologist was, and they were just going to do my blood pressure and my little, I guess this also does like your heart rate little finger thing, and just kind of chat and got to know him because he was going to be my nurse in the OR. Then a couple minutes later, my dad had to go to work, so he left. I think he was a little nervous. Oh, before that happened, the doctor came in. So Dr. Aban came in, and that was his first time meeting my parents. It was really nice. They got to just chat, make casual conversation, and I think my parents felt very comfortable once they got a chance to meet him, because he's a really cool doctor, very, very knowledgeable, and just really good at his job. So they talked a little bit, discussed what they were going to be doing, and then my dad kind of had to go to work, so he gave him the my daughter's life is in your hands look. You know the look. He does the look all the time. It's like, my daughter's life is in your hands. Well, they gave him that look, and then like headed off to work. So it was just my mom and I started getting really, really nervous. And then once my dad left, and Dr. Raban did all of my markings. So Dr. Raban came in, and he did all my markups. There's so much marking down here. He did lots of mathematical stuff. It's almost time. The anesthesiologist is about to come in, get me drugged up, so I guess I'll see you guys in like 6 hours. Mom said smile. Is this good? Does it smile good? He marked me how he was going to, I guess, do the surgery and stuff, and it's all very mathematical. he did it while I was standing up. Some doctors don't do it actually until you're laying in the OR bed. That's what he said, but he likes to work, you know, with me how I'm standing, with my natural posture. And so he did it freehand first. There were lines here and lines, of course, where he was going to cut from the breast, where he was going to move the nipples and things like that. After he did the lines, some of the markings he based it off of, like where my collarbone ends and like the center of my throat. And then he took a ruler and like double checked all of his lines with like a ruler, which was really cool because everything was perfect. Like the measurement from like here to there and then here to there. He freehanded it, but it was perfect. I mean, what do you expect? This is like what he does. So after all of that, the anesthesiologist came in and I was still really feeling nervous, but I was trying to think positive. I've never had any surgery. I've never broken any bones. I've never had stitches, any and all of that. I've never done that. So it's like everything all at once was happening, you know, major surgery. So just, it was a little overwhelming. But as soon as the anesthesiologist walked in, I like felt kind of relieved and excited because she was young and black, okay? It was a young black woman, so sweet, really, really funny. She kind of reminded me of Tracy Ellis Ross a little bit. So she came in and she said, these are the drugs that I'm going to use. This is what is going to put you under. We're going to put you on 5 anti-nausea medications while you are under, like in my IV. And everything's going to be taken care of. And I hate needles, so I told her, I was like, when we do the IV, you know, I need you to really take my mind off of it. I need you to really try to get it the first go around because I don't like needles. They drive me crazy. It's a visual thing. It's not so much the pain thing, but I've heard IVs hurt. Well, right before we're walking into the OR, I'm like, I have to use the bathroom. I had to do the pee in the cup thing earlier. That was fine, but because I had fasted the night before, I hadn't really eaten since about 8 o'clock. I think I got a little like nervous bubble guts. So we're like walking to the OR and I'm like, you guys, like, I'll meet y'all in there because I really have to go to the bathroom. So I like went to the bathroom and I was just like super like nervous and kind of freaking out, but it was okay. She was like, it's totally normal. And as soon as I walked in the OR, I started crying. I got like really emotional. I got really scared. I'm gonna be honest. I was really scared. Kind of thinking about it now, it's almost making me want to cry. Like I got really scared and they were so nice and so just really calming and trying to make me laugh. And I felt bad that I was crying. I felt bad that I was scared because I was like, you know, I know you guys are great people. I know you're good at your job, but it's so real right now. Like the bed is there. Like I'm gonna be on there. I'm gonna be knocked out. I was really, really scared. And so I laid down and there are like these little arm things that are out. So it was just my surgeon, Dr. Aban, the anesthesiologist, and the male nurse. That's it. Dr. Aban likes to work all by himself. He likes to do all the cuts and sew everything up by himself. So I like laid down on the bed and I'm crying and like inside I'm just like, oh my God, Gavin, stop crying, stop freaking out. These people are gonna think you're crazy. And I'm trying to like smile through it. And so they're trying to tell jokes and I'm playing along, but I'm crying, I'm afraid. And so then they pull out the like little arm thing and they like puts my arm on it and I'm kind of like, okay, you know, like don't strap me down or anything yet. I'm just like, let me just lay here. And so they put my arm out and they're really, really nice. And I'm kind of like, okay, this is it. And then the anesthesiologist comes on this side and she takes my arms like this. And I was like, hold up, y'all not gonna have me laid up here like I'm on the cross right now, okay? I am not Jesus the Christ. Like I can't, this is a lot. This is so many things right now. But she was like, I just have to do your IV. So I was like, okay, relax, like I'm not strapped down. So I kind of like move my arm back. They let me like move my arm back and she goes, she's like, okay, I want you to take a deep breath. And she does my first, she does my IV here. It hurt. Some people, it doesn't hurt, I guess, but for me, it really, really hurt. And I was trying to be calm. I was trying to breathe through it. And now I'm weeping. I'm basically weeping. I'm almost like, like sobbing. And I felt so bad. And I was like, I'm sorry. It really hurts. And she was like, I know. I'm like trying to get it. So she's trying to get to my vein and I can feel her feeling around to get this vein. And I felt bad because I know she felt bad because I hate all of this. I'm just hating all of this. And she's like, I need you to just relax. You're really dehydrated because you were on the fast, you know, and so it's just hard to find the veins. I I've never had an IV. I only get my blood taken out from here. So I'm thinking I have good veins. I'm like, well, I got good veins. Like, this is fine. I've never had a problem getting my blood taken, whatever. Well, apparently either my veins were running or it collapsed. So I was like, she's trying to get my mind off of it. She's like, what kind of music do you like? And I'm like, I don't care. I really need you to take it out because it's really hurting. So she's like, okay, I understand the problem. So she takes it out and she's trying to calm me down. And she's like, we're gonna give you a little gas. And I'm like, okay, great. A little gas sounds perfect. I don't know what kind of gas it was. It's not laughing gas. It was just like to help calm me down, really calm my nerves down, and make me feel not so anxious. So I'm like, okay, do whatever you have to do. So she gives me a little bit of gas and I'm like inhaling it in, and before they gave me the gas and I'm like sobbing and it's hurting, the doctor's like, you have to calm down because you're gonna hyperventilate. In my mind, I didn't think I was breathing that much. I didn't think I was breathing that heavy, but I was like, Gavin, you should breathe. So I'm like, but I guess I was doing like too much or too fast. So he's like, you have to like stop because you're gonna hyperventilate. So I'm like, okay, like woosah, calm down, take the gas. And the gas kind of smelled and tasted funny and relaxing, and it definitely hit. Like after a couple of breaths, I literally was like, this is good. Let's keep doing this. This is good. And so she's like, okay, great, it's kicking in. And I'm like, kind of like, all right, this is cool. I felt a little high, not even gonna lie, but I felt more comfortable. I felt more at ease. So then she's like, I want you to tell me about something really fun or like eventful or something that happened to you this month. As I'm like doing this thing and I'm like, this. And so they all kind of laugh, but I'm like, no, this is like really eventful. This is the deepest thing that's happened this month right now, y'all. And she's like, something else. And so I was like, oh, well, I went to Disneyland. And she's like, okay, tell me about Disneyland. So I literally say, well, I went to Disneyland with a friend of mine, and next thing I know, I feel a sharp pain, and she had gone from up here to over here within that span. So I had fallen asleep. She gave me the mask. I literally said probably 2 things, and I fell asleep because I was so relaxed and I was tired. It was a lot. So she's making a second attempt to do the IV, and I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, it's okay, like I'm just trying it again. And so I kind of start crying again, and I'm like, it really hurts, like I need you to try figure this out, please figure it out. And I felt bad. I wasn't like rude or anything. I just was like, it really hurts, can you please figure this out? But she's like, I'm gonna give you some more gas and it'll be okay. And I'm like, yes, more gas, like up the ante, let's get this together now. So she gives me some more gas, and she's like, okay, continue telling me about Disneyland. And I'm like, I don't even think I told you about Disneyland. And the next thing I know, I was waking up in recovery. So while I was on the gas, basically I had like, she'd given me enough that knocked me out, really like knocked me out, which I'm grateful for. I had fallen asleep, and she had made 2 more attempts. So she did 2 attempts in here, but I guess I think I jumped a little bit, but I don't remember it. I think I jumped a little bit, and because it just wasn't working. So something was happening with my veins. I think I think I was really dehydrated. So eventually she put the IV here. So the IV was officially in here. So I woke up and I was in recovery, and this lovely lady, Lizette, was talking to me. I kept calling her Letice because for some reason I just couldn't say Lizette, but I was like coming to, and she was like, hi Gavin, I'm Lizette, I'm your recovery nurse right now. I thought in my mind I was gonna wake up and Dr. Raban and like the nurse and the anesthesiologist were gonna be like, it's okay, like wake up, we're done. And I was gonna be like, oh, you were there, okay, great, like it's done. But no, they had left, they were gone. I had been in surgery for 7 hours, just about 7 hours, and he takes his time. I was in 7 hours. Some doctors can take 3 hours. What Dr. Raban does is he takes a little bit out, a little bit of, he opens you up and takes some meat out, he weighs it, and then he kind of closes you up a little bit, sits you up to see how they fall, like while you're standing or sitting up in gravity, lays you back down, takes some more out, does it like that. So it takes a while because he's very meticulous and wants to make sure that he's taking out enough amount, that they're kind of sitting the way he likes them, all of that is coming into play. Overall, he took 2 pounds out of each breast. 2 pounds from both of my breastises. That's a lot of meat, okay? That's a lot of titty, all right? And I was at a 34 double J. I don't know what size I am now. I won't know what size I am probably for almost a year. It's gonna take a while for the swelling to go down, for them to fall and really kind of, not fall, but you know, just kind of settle into the right place that they're gonna settle into. So I wake up in recovery and Lizette, she's like, you know, talking to me, and she's like, okay, it's time to get up. How are you feeling? And I'm feeling a little bit of pain. I'm feeling like kind of discomfortable. I'm feeling uncomfortable, but I've been asleep for a really long time. I had almost been in there for an hour, and you only stay in recovery for about an hour. So I was like, I'm feeling a little pain, and I still had my IV in. So she was like, okay, no problem. I'm gonna give you something like for the pain right now. So she gave me a little bit of whatever, and I felt a lot better. And then she was like, gonna try to sit. Are you know, feeling okay or whatever? Are you ready to get up? Because we got to start getting you ready to get out. So I was like, yeah, cool, I'm ready. I'm cool, I'm ready to get up and get out of here. So she was like, okay, I'm gonna go call your mom to let her know, because my mom had left. I was like, you know, girl, don't stay all day. She wanted to stay. I was like, girl, go ahead, go home. Do what you gotta do. So my mom left. She goes to call my mom, and she's like, okay, I called your mom, and you know, everything's okay. She's on her way. And I think she thought I was gonna freak out that my mom wasn't there, but like, I didn't care. I was like, I'm good, I got drugs, I'm fine, like new titties, let's do this. So she's like, it's okay, your mom's on her way, like, don't worry. And I was like, I'm fine, it's okay, she'll get here when she gets here. And she was kind of like, oh, okay, well then, so let's get you dressed. So she was like, okay, I'm gonna need you to sit up. And I sit up, and I definitely am feeling like this, but I don't feel dizzy in my mind. Like, I don't feel like the room is spinning. It was literally, I guess, the anesthesia. My body was still like wibbly wobbly, so I was kind of like, ooh, like this. So she helped me sit up and put my clothes on. I specifically wore like just my like sweatshirt so that I could zip it up. And it still hasn't really like hit me what had happened. Like, I know what happened, but I just wasn't thinking about it. So I like put my sweatshirt on, and I like zip it up, and I'm like, I'm like, this feels really big. And I was like, this isn't my sweatshirt. And I was like, oh right, like it is. My boobs are so much smaller now. And so then I like sit up, and I feel the top of my shirt touching this part of my body, which is like something so minuscule but like so grand at the same time, because my breasts were so large. They like came down to here almost, you know, the bottom of them touched this top part of my stomach. So now like the sweatshirt is like touching this part where like my bra would normally be, and I'm like, what is this on my body? Like, why do I feel weird? And it's because this shirt was touching me. It was just kind of a really cool moment. So I get dressed and all this stuff, and I'm like, I have to use the restroom because, you know, they'd pump me with fluids and stuff. And she's like, okay, like, we're gonna go to the bathroom, let me get you a wheelchair. And I'm like, I can walk, like, I got this. And she's like, we're gonna get you a wheelchair. So she helps me get into the wheelchair, and we roll over to the bathroom, and I get into the bathroom, and I have to pee, and I kind of just don't care. And she's like, opens the door, puts the wheelchair in the doorway so that I can like, so she put the wheelchair in the doorway so that it could keep the door open, so she could hold the door and push me further in the bathroom. In my mind, she just put it in there so that I could like get up out myself and go to the bathroom. So she's like pushes it there, kind of stops so she can adjust herself to like open the door more. And I'm like on my way out, pulling my pants down, and she's like, hold on, I'm coming. I'm like, girl, it's good, there's a bar here. I'm like wobbling my way, trying to like get to the toilet. I just pull my pants down and I'm here. And she's just like, I'm gonna close the door. I'm gonna be in here, but I'm gonna close the door now. And I'm like, all right, girl, whatever. Like, this is a hospital. Y'all seen worse, okay? We're fine. And so I use the bathroom, and I like pull my pants up and stuff, and I stand up to go like in the mirror to wash my hands, and I look up at myself, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, this is me. Like, oh my God, look at my breasts. And like, I start crying again because I'm so happy. And it's such a beautiful thing, you know? Not that I didn't love my body before. I love my body, period. I loved it before. It's just the years of like back pain and frustration shopping and discomfort, and everybody has a different experience with large breasts. I have a few girlfriends who really love their large breasts and who don't have a lot of a problem with their breasts and like dealing with clothes and things like that. But for me, it was just really stressful. It was very emotional for me. So being in that position and like it being real, it's such kind of like a blessing. I was really grateful. I am really grateful. So I started crying and I got in my wheelchair and we like get into the hallway, and as soon as we get into the hallway, my mom is there. Also, anesthesia, pain meds and stuff make you really emotional. They make you really emotional. So I saw my mom and I'm like crying more, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm so happy. Like, look at my boobs. They're so small. I'm so happy." And my mom's like, "Okay, let's go. So they wheel me off into the elevator, and then also pro tip: pack a pillow in the car. To keep the seatbelt kind of away from your body. The pillow that I chose, it was like a small pillow because I wanted to put it up here so that the seatbelt would stay like extended. And ultimately that didn't work, so I don't know what's gonna work for you, but I like took the seatbelt and like hooked it over my knee and just kind of leaned back and let that be that, because the pillow, it just wasn't working. But for some people, I think they figured out a way to have a pillow in the car. So I got in the car and I had my pain medications, but I didn't have anything to drink it with. So it's like 5 o'clock in LA, 4 o'clock in LA. So it's high traffic time, which I was like, it's okay. Like, I have nowhere to be. I'm just chilling and we're driving. Like, we can take our time, avoid bumps and stuff. And there are a lot of bumps in LA, and my mom did her best job. She was an amazing slow driver. I'm sure there were a lot of angry people that day, but she did such a great job. I got home, and right now I'm actually sitting in a hospital bed, which has been fun. I'll probably do a video all about my hospital bed. My parents were gracious enough to rent me a hospital bed for my little room. My bed is right here. My bed is a Murphy bed, so it like flips up into the wall, so that's why it worked out perfectly. Because I have to sleep sitting up, so they like got me a little hospital bed, and it's all set, and I have a little hospital table, and eventually I took all my drugs and I ate some food, and I've just been recuperating and relaxing and sleeping a lot. Tomorrow is suture day, so I'm gonna bring you guys along there for that. Pain. So the first the first day was a little rough. The second day was pretty rough. It wasn't as bad as I thought. A family friend of mine is a nurse, so she came over and we did like a whole schedule. I had like 15 different alarms on my phone for antibiotics, pain medication, all of that stuff. So she came and did that with me and just kind of monitored me for a little bit, made sure everything was okay. Overall, this has been a pretty painless thing. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. It's been pretty awesome. I'm very grateful. The only consistent pain that I've had is this underwire part. It's right here where my sutures are at the bottom of the breast, connecting to like my stomach and my body. I think it's just because it's so much closer to muscle, and that's kind of where a little bit of the weight is, the gravity is, and all that stuff, just right under here. But it hasn't been unbearable. I take my pain medications and I don't feel it. Also too, I have on a surgical bra and there's gauze, so there's extra stuff kind of pressing on it right now. I think once everything's kind of removed and I just have the bra, I'll feel a little bit more comfortable. So yeah, the pain has been pretty manageable and easy. I'm grateful that nothing really, after the third day, honestly, the third day I woke up and I was like, I'm good, let's do this. Where are we going? What are we doing? And I found myself trying to do a lot of things that I shouldn't have been doing, like bending down or like trying to reach up and do my hair, or grabbing for things, or moving things, you know, just normal everyday movements that you do were uncomfortable to say the least, and almost downright like impossible to do, just muscularly wise. So I had to kind of slow it down this week. The past few days too. Yesterday I did a lot. Yesterday I was like trying to do stuff, and I've had company and I've been moving a lot, and all of that is now it's starting to catch up to me a little bit. My doctor might yell at me tomorrow. I'm not even gonna lie. He might be a little upset with me. He might. I mean, I hope I didn't do anything to mess it up. I don't think so, but just I can feel the discomfort. So if you get it, like for real, sit your ass down somewhere, because you just got the first week, you just gotta not do anything. And more so because it's just gonna help the healing process, and it's gonna make you feel more comfortable. It's really hard for me to let people cater to me and to let people take care of me. I'm always the one taking care of people, nurturing, doing stuff. So like being like, can I have water? Can you do this? Can you help me do this? Has been frustrating and also kind of awesome and liberating. Once I kind of just let go of my ego and really was like, help me, it made it a much more pleasant experience. So yeah, this is my first week. I still have another week of recovery, and I'm gonna try probably to do even less. I know realistically, because I'm gonna have my sutures out and probably no gauze. I don't know, I'll be videotaping tomorrow. I'm probably gonna be like, I'm free, let's go hang out, let's do this. But I'm just gonna try to sit down and take care of myself. I'll talk to the doctor and see what he says, and yeah, that's my breast reduction story. I can't believe I got it done. I'm so happy. I feel good. My back feels good. I can breathe like differently. I'm relearning how to breathe, which is really crazy, because all of the weight is off of my like ribs and stuff here, and it's just lighter. It's an awesome feeling to take a deep breath and have more space to fill. It might not seem like a lot to some, but it's like a real thing, and it's so bizarre, especially as a singer. Like, God, like I can breathe. Oh, it's crazy. It's awesome. All right, you guys, I hope you have an awesome Monday. Today's Sunday, tomorrow's Monday. I hope y'all have an awesome week. And if you have any fun doctor office stories, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. I hope you guys have a good week. Don't forget, keep it cute.